How are you feeling today? Some of you may be feeling a little bit happy because you get to work from home. Some of you are saying, oh, working from home, my God. Okay. Some of you are feeling anxious. Yes, I agree. Some of you are feeling happy. Some of you are feeling fine, good. Yeah, whatever your feelings are today, I honor it. I appreciate you for sharing with us. Yeah, feeling lucky. Oh wow, Kimberly, that's great, great, and feeling lucky. So you might be one of the lucky winners. Yeah. So all of us moms here, I believe all those who have tuned in. Hi June, you're coming in feeling all sorts of emotions. Yeah, and it's because you're mom. And in just a few days' time, we'll be celebrating Mother's Day, right? And a lot of times, for those of you who have older children, like I do, I have 4 kids, and my eldest is 24, and my youngest is 19 this year. When they ask, Mom, what do you want for Mother's Day? Well, normal law, what do we say? It's okay, anything will do, no problem. This year I answered ice cream. Okay, I said I want the ice cream. But then as mothers, we tend to feel like, yeah, it's Mother's Day, we want to celebrate it. But we also feel very, in Chinese, we call paiseh, malu, or shy, or a little bit embarrassed to be asked to be celebrated, right? And mothers, actually, we carry a lot of different roles. We wear a lot of different hands. If you can, we have eight hands. We are like octopus. Yeah. There's so many things that shove onto us. So many things that's really, really expected of us, and we play our part. Agree? We play our part. We are a mom. We are wife. We are daughters to our own parents, and then we are also employees. Some of us are bosses. Some of us, of course, or most or all of us are friends. We are someone to somebody, and it's as if the whole burden, the whole everything is on us. A lot of time we hear mothers, you hear people saying, how to juggle the time, the work-life balance. Yeah, they always ask a mother how, or a woman, how do you juggle it? How do you achieve work-life balance? But you notice they never ask this or that, huh? Yeah, but I think, yeah, it's becoming more and more common that people do ask that of that. I think a little bit more common now, but most of the time it's the woman. Okay, where we have to achieve work-life balance, and we end up is no wonder, a lot of us actually end up very, very tired all the time. And every time we ask mom, mom, how's your day? Oh, it's tiring. Oh, do you sleep all yesterday? Yeah, and a lot of time moms will tell us, especially new moms, especially those who have newly delivered a baby. They always tell us not enough sleep, not enough 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day is not enough. We wish that we have much more time. And I can tell you that if God give you 28 hours a day, you will still say it's not enough, because there's just so many things that we want to do, right? And but the truth is, a lot of people actually acknowledge it. I know that they acknowledge it, that moms are like superheroes, right? Moms are superheroes, and we acknowledge that not all superheroes wear capes. Okay, and capes gets in the way of us doing our thing anyway, correct? So a lot of times, although once a year, Mother's Day is widely celebrated, and is more widely celebrated than Father's Day, which is true. But the rest of the 364 days, moms can be a little bit unappreciated. And the one that always seem to not appreciate moms are moms themselves. Yeah. So, and we always hear people say things like, you need to take care of yourself, mom. You need to make sure that you're well fed. You need to make sure that you sleep enough. You need to make sure that you take care of yourself first. But moms like me and you, we always feel like we can't do it. We can't seem to take away the time. And sometimes when I tell my mom, you just need to rest, mommy, you just need to rest, we always feel like, no, where got time? No, there's so many people depending on us. Do you feel the same way as well? There's just so many people depending on us, and we don't seem to be able to find the time. We can't seem to find the time to pamper ourselves. But the truth is, yeah, the truth is, um, Self-care is not a luxury. It is a necessity. For example, for those of you who have been in an airplane before the plane lifts off, there will be all the safety precaution that the pilot and then the air stewardess or the air steward will announce, right? This is how you fasten your seatbelt. This is how you have to put your seat upright. You have to do certain things, and they'll tell you where is the exit. And they say that if at any time the oxygen mask falls down, you're supposed to put the oxygen mask where? On who first? Let's say you're traveling with your baby, or you're traveling with your child, your toddler, or whatever. Who do you put the oxygen mask on first? You're supposed to put the oxygen mask on yourself. Then only you put it on your baby or on your toddler or somebody else who needs your help. Agree? Okay, that is how we are taught. That's the regulation. It's because if you don't put the oxygen mask on yourself first, you pengsan or you faint and you run out of oxygen, you can't help anybody. So that is why mommy is so important. You have to understand this fact that self-care is not a luxury. You need, not just deserve, you need to have self-care. All right, it's a necessity. So let's go through a few self-care checklists and what it entails. Yeah, have you ever gone through a self-care assessment before? Or look at the checklist. Whatever I'm going to share with you is not in order. It's not. It's all jumbled up, so it's not in the order. And you might ask yourself, okay, do I eat and drink healthily? Mommy, do you eat and drink healthily, or do you wait until your children finish the food so that you eat the leftovers? That's not the way to be a good mom. Yeah, mommy. How many of you are like that? Yeah. What do you do? A lot of me included. So I used to wait for my children to finish their food, and whatever they don't finish, I eat. So one day I was having dinner with a good friend of mine, and she observed me doing that. I order for the children, and I don't order for myself. And she asked me why, and I told her that it's because they can't finish their food. So whatever that's left over, I will eat. And she told me, no, that's the wrong thing to do. What are you teaching your children? You're teaching your children to put you last. You're teaching your children not to honor you. You're teaching your children that you, mommy, are not important. And that really strikes me as true. And from that time onward, whenever we go out, I will order for the children. And if I think the children cannot finish it, I will order less for the children. But I order one for myself. I'll make sure that I'm the mommy that I'm taken care of, and that I am honored too. So that I'm teaching my children to honor me. I'm teaching my children to respect me, not to treat me like a dumpster, like a leftover food dumpster. You understand that? So, mommy, are you eating well? Are you eating healthily? Are you drinking enough water? That's very important, not only for breastfeeding mothers, but for all mothers. Yes. Then the second time is, do I exercise often? Now, some people say doing housework, mopping and vacuuming and chasing the children around, that's considered exercise. Yes and no, okay, if you do it vigorously. But the thing is, when you exercise, even taking a walk around your taman, around your area, around your neighborhood, or running with the children, all right, not doing housework, that is actually important too. That makes you spend time with yourself. It makes you, if you want to, it makes you spend time with your family as well. So exercising, increasing your heart rate is important, because mommy and daddies, of course daddies too, you need to take care of yourself. You need to exercise yourself so that you can live a long, healthy life to see your great grandchildren. What's the point of being a mom and then shortening your life for a good 20, 30 years because you don't take care of yourself? So mummies and daddies, of course, exercising is very important, and best is if you can exercise together. Okay. Third one, do I spend time alone to reflect and to plan? Spending this time alone to reflect and to plan is actually very important, because this is your me time, in your me zone. It is not selfish to do so. It is important to do so. And a lot of time we advise mothers to spend this me time in prayer, if you're a prayerful person, or in meditation, in reflecting what has happened during your day, and and use the time to understand and perhaps to look at the mistakes perhaps you have made and the triumphs that you have achieved. And if there's triumph, celebrate it. Pour yourself a glass of wine. And if there's some mistakes, just forgive yourself and tell yourself tomorrow you do better. All right, there's no perfect. If you want to have achieve a perfect mom moment, to tell you that it's usually not achievable. Okay, mummies, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be yourself. Yeah. Then the next one is, of course, do I spend quality time with my husband or with my partner? It's very important. Do I spend quality time with a person that matters, that should matter the most in my life? Now, as a mom, I know that most people, whenever I ask them, well, who's the most important person in your family now that you're a mom? And a lot of mothers actually answered, the most important person is the baby. The most important person is the boy, is a little boy, is a little girl who's depending their entire life on me. But the truth is, the most important person in your life for mommy should be her spouse. And for daddy, it should be his spouse. The most important person in your life should be each other, because when you put each other first, the children will be okay. Yeah, so you need to spend quality time with your husband, yeah, or your partner. And do I keep in touch with my friends and my extended family? It's very important too. Why? Because a lot of women, they lose themselves after they get married, after they become a mom, after they deliver a baby, and somehow they fall into this hole where they can't seem to reach out to their friends. And every time their friends ask them out for a cup of coffee or a hangout, they feel like they can't, and they say no. And then slowly you just lose touch with your friends, and the only time you seem to be in touch is when you're on Facebook reading other people's lives, and that can actually push you down into deeper depression. So don't go there, mummies. Yeah, what you have to do is to make sure that you keep in touch with your friends, and if you have not done so for quite a long time, the next time an invitation comes, challenge yourself, because it's a necessity. Okay, it's not a luxury. Tell yourself, I will accept the invitation. Or better still, tonight, send a message to somebody you have not seen for a long time and say, can we come out for a cup of coffee immediately when this pandemic seems to, the situation is better? Or can we just have a chat over the internet, have a chat over Zoom or whatever it is, all right? You don't have to wait until the pandemic is over. You can have a cup of coffee over the internet. People do that all the time now, yeah? Do you have hobbies, mummies? It's very important for you to have hobbies, yeah? So I've asked this question to a mom, and she said, yeah, my hobby is taking care of my children. Well, if that is truly your hobby, good, congratulations, wonderful. But is there a life outside of your children? A lot of us know our life is an extension of our children. Very good. But does your children honor you as a separate person, so that whatever hobbies that you like? For example, my hobby is doing scrapbooks. And then when I do the scrapbooks, I share it with my children. Some of you, my hobby is also gardening, and then whatever I do in my garden, I share it with my children. Yes, it's an extension of my children as a mom, but that is actually what I really love doing as well, in addition to being a mom. Okay, so, and if you have a hobby that does not include your children, that is fine too. That's really fine. Okay, give yourself the permission to enjoy it. Is it all right? Yeah. Next thing is, of course, as a mother, you need to be aware of your children. You need to know your children. So do you know your children's fears and wishes? Because that's important too. There is self-care. Because if a mom who doesn't know her children's fears and wishes, you do not know your children everything, especially when they are small, you will tend to look back and feel guilty. You feel awful about yourself. So in part of self-care is being a good mother. It's understanding your children's fears and your children's wishes as well. Talking to them, exploring the world with them. And sometimes in a lot of time, you will have to tell them, Mommy don't know. Let's learn together. Yeah. So that is part of self-care. All right. And finally, does motherhood makes me happy? Now, if motherhood doesn't make you happy, you need help. You need to seek for help. Yeah. I don't mean it in a mean way that say, oh, you know, you're an awful person that you need help. No, not that way, okay? Because motherhood, from it does not matter where you begin motherhood from, having a child and nurturing a child should make you happy. And if it doesn't, then seek for professional help, because you may need a lot more people to encourage you and to support you in this journey of motherhood. It's not easy. All mothers will tell you that it's not easy, and we need to encourage and support each other. We need to be each other's motivators and cheerleaders. Yeah. So in all this I shared, yeah, in from the first point to the last point, these are just a simple checklist to say where are you. If you're able to check through everything, congratulations. But if you missed out, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 that you're not checking, it means that you have to relook at your life, mommy, and you have to learn to take care of yourself. All right, because it's a necessity, it's not a luxury, and it's so much as a necessity so that your children who look up to you will learn how to take care of themselves too. You understand? Because at the end of the day, are you a successful mom? You are a successful mom when your children know how to take care of themselves and they also know how to honor you. You understand? So that is what we aim for today. So a lot of times when we find ourselves not checking a few things, for example, maybe you're not exercising, maybe you don't spend time alone to reflect and plan, okay? Or maybe you don't have a hobby, you find that at least 2 or 3 are not checked. All right, what is happening here? Very likely, perhaps you don't put yourself in an important position. Perhaps you see yourself as a martyr, somebody who's always sacrificing for other people. Yeah. So ask yourself, is that beneficial to you? Is it beneficial to your children? Very likely the answer is not. And a lot of times, it's what we tell ourselves when we talk about, are we happy as a mother? Sometimes we're not. I admit that I've said many times in my journey as a mom. I'm a 24-year-old mom now. My eldest is 24 years old. I do question whether I'm happy or not. You know, I do wonder, and there's certain times I'm not happy at all. And then at these times when I'm not happy at all, I realize that the things I tell myself are usually very negative. You see, it's actually very important to understand and to come into awareness of the way we talk with ourselves. Okay, the way you talk to yourself matters. What do we tell ourselves all the time? And this is a technique that I've taught in a class called the Power of Nurture Talk. For those of you who have known, is we believe what we tell ourselves. If we keep telling ourselves that, oh, my life sucks, or I'm a bad mother, or I'm not happy, or I'm a terrible mother, some people say I'm a tiger mom. It sounds funny. It sounds like something that is you want to be, but actually in your heart you know that it's not the right. You're not the right thing to be. You feel in your heart to know that you're not doing what you want to do. You are not doing what you have set up to do, what you want to achieve. Yeah. So we keep berating ourselves, we scold ourselves all the time, and therefore we end up being very unhappy. And sometimes because we scold ourselves so much, then it rubs on to our partners, our husband as well. It rubs on to other people who look at us negatively as well. So perhaps the most important self-care that you can give to yourself, or I can give to myself, is to change the way I talk to myself. And the way to change the way I talk to myself is perhaps to tell myself that I am okay, I'm a good mom, I'm a happy mom, I'm a happy person, I'm strong. These are what we call self-affirmation. And how is this affirmation done? I give you a few suggestions. Go to your mirror and decorate your mirror. So this is a picture of a mirror. Decorate your mirror, your safe room, your personal space, yeah, with things like I'm loved, I'm enough, I'm kind, I'm gentle, I'm brave, I'm happy. My children looks up to me with honor and love. I get enough sleep. I exercise regularly. Yeah, I eat healthily and I drink water regularly. You can drink wine regularly too if that makes you happy. All right. This is a place, especially your mirror, hopefully is some place that you go to on a daily basis. And every time you go in front of your mirror, just keep repeating yourself. Just look at what you have written on the mirror. All right. For example, you can write in with lipstick or with something or with a marker. Okay, my mothering body is beautiful. Look at yourself in the mirror and just say, I am beautiful and I'm a beautiful mom for my children. I'm a good mother. Talk to yourself all the time. Keep repeating it daily. This is called self-affirmation. And the more you talk to yourself, the more you will believe yourself. And when you believe yourself, you will find yourself changing into the good person, the beautiful person that you want to be. All right, that's the first step. And then after that, you use this technique with your children, with your babies, to help them to become the good person and the wonderful person that you want your child to be. Yeah. So that's called the power of nurture talk, giving you a little bit on how that works. So give yourself permission. Yeah. For example, you said, today I'm giving myself the permission to have a little me time so that I can be the best wife, I can be the best mom, the best friend, and the best woman I can possibly be. And I will not feel guilty for it. I will enjoy it. I will cherish it. I will love every moment of today. That I'm giving myself permission to be free, to have a little me time. All right, which is a necessity. Yeah. So understanding that it's okay not to feel okay sometimes. But if you are feeling not okay very regularly, very almost every single day, all the time, that you always don't feel okay, mommy, it's okay to ask for help. It's important to ask for help. And a lot of time, this help might have to come from professional people, right? You might have to ask your doctors for help, which your doctor will refer you to somebody else. Okay, it's actually very important to ask for help. And one of the most important person that you can ask for help would be perhaps the father of your baby. All right, and when you ask for help from the father of your baby, whatever help he extends to you, just accept it. Close an eye and just leave the baby to him. Okay, can you do that? All right, and when you finish your me time and you come back and take the baby, tell your husband, thank you very much for helping me. All right, I appreciate it. Let's do it again. All right, so we all need a little bit of help, and I'm really, really thankful that we are able to get this help. All right, from Buds Organics. Yeah, Buds Organics, in all its innovation and all, they have actually extended their products to with the vision, with the mindset of thinking, how can we help mothers to be better mothers. Now, why Buds Organics? What's so special about Buds Organics? Just to share a little bit with you, it is actually the world's finest premium preservative-free baby range. Yeah, that is certified organic by EcoCert. Yeah, from France, and it's the world's most comprehensive baby and mommy's range of products. Yeah, they not only for babies but also for mommies, and they have the largest line of certified organic baby and mom's care range in the world. Yeah, very, very impressive. Yeah, and you have the unique selling point and what they put into the product. Understand it a little bit so that when you use it, you feel a lot more confident. They have very higher organic content than most. Yes, and they have better moisturization with a base of organic aloe vera leaf juice. You see, the water content, which is not certifiable organic, we do not know. All right, you are not able to certify the water as organic, so therefore they replace it with aloe vera leaf juice to achieve higher organic content in their products. And it is also preservative free, very important, because we are putting these products on ourselves when we're pregnant, of course, which can be absorbed into our body and eat to the baby in our womb. Now, it's the same thing with putting the products when your baby is born, and your baby may necessarily need to use certain products to protect its skin. You're putting it on newborn baby skin. So you want to make sure that it is as clean and as natural as possible, and therefore the preservative free is very, very important there. Yeah. So it features some of the most sophisticated and effective organic actives such as tamarind oil and inchi oil. So these are the wonderful ingredients, along with others, that work to keep your baby's skin as healthy and as pure as the day the baby arrives. Yeah. So every effort has been taken to ensure that the purity of their product is made, yeah, and they have gone through great lengths to formulate the product. So this is their USP, and I think that is actually very good information to know. Please remember that I only share products that I have total confidence in, and Buds Organics is one of them. Okay, total confidence in it. All right. So happy Mother's Day this Sunday. Remember, what must you do? Yes, self-care. Yeah, give yourself time. Appreciate anything. When your older children ask you, "Mommy, what do you want?" Don't say nothing lah. It's okay. Just give me a kiss is good enough. All right. Yes, a kiss is good. But teach your children to honor you. Perhaps ask for something like, I would love it if you were to arrange the shoes outside on the porch, arrange it nicely. Or I would love it if you were to throw the garbage for me as a Mother's Day present. Why not? Why not? All right. To the person who made you a mother. They always say we always forget the person who made you a mother. To the daddies, yeah, you will have your celebration, you will have your time next month, but this month is mommy's time. So please don't send any messages and say thank you to the person who make us mothers. All right, this is mommy's time, this is mommy's special day. Daddies, if your children are too small to do something for the woman of your life, your children are too small to honor their own mothers, you do it. Congratulations, Daddy, you have an awesome wife. And congratulations, Mommy, you have an awesome father. Give him a kiss and a big hug. Bye-bye. Love you all.
If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and share it with all your friends. If you would like to sponsor and support my work to help more families, you can do so through Patreon. My Patreon link is as listed in the description below. Thank you so much. Have a great day.